I welcome you to this very session, which I want to talk about facing fear and finding mental balance. Facing fear and finding mental balance. What you fear, you cannot focus on. Fear fights our focus, and that's very mental. Because what fear does is to affect the mind, is to destroy the mind, is to make the mind sick. Mental disorder most are traceable to fear. The phobia brings a mental problem. Some people have the phobia of height, and anytime they get to that point, or in fact they look at a movie or they imagine somebody falling from a height, it begins to affect them. They could even feel that where they're standing is imbalance, even if they're standing on the ground, right on the ground floor. They feel this imbalance. It's a thing of the mind. So fear affects the mind. It is to affect your focus. So the greatest thing that you should do when you find yourself in this situation is to know how to overcome fear. So you have to know how to face your fear so you can find mental balance. Now, mental disorder actually comes from different sources. Some people, they have it, they have depression, they have mental disorder. Sometimes it is hereditary, sometimes it is accidents. People go through one thing or the other that make them to become mentally imbalanced, to have mental disorder, to have depression. Some through their experiences in life, through divorce, through a sad relationship, through death of a loved one. There are so many reasons why people, have mental disorder. But a great majority of people, they have mental disorder because of, what we will call phobia, fear. And there are at least 4 areas that I want to look into that brings phobia, that causes, that people are afraid of. 4 areas. There are many, but I just want to focus on 4. One, the fear of physical well-being. Physical well-being. The fear of physical well-being. Physical appearance. How you are, your physique. The fear of physical well-being is one thing that affects a lot of people. And then number 2, one other thing that affects people, that brings fear in people, is the fear of their social status. Fear of social status. And that we look into 2 areas. Public opinion. What do people think about you? People are afraid of what people are thinking about them, the opinion of the public about them. And others, they have this fear of loneliness. I'm going to be alone. Nobody's going to like me. Nobody's going to marry me. Nobody's going to employ me. Nobody will visit me. I have no friend. I have no brother. And everyone avoids me. So this fear of loneliness makes them to have a mental problem, to have depression, to become disorderly in their mind. I talked about physical well-being because some people, either they think they are not beautiful enough, they think they are ugly, some think they are not handsome enough, some think they are too obese, and some even think they are too slim. Some people, they think they don't have the right form, and others feel that they have the money to buy some clothes, but each time they put on any kind of clothes, no matter how expensive it looks like, it doesn't really sit well on them. They don't really have this appearance, and some of them will say I'm not photogenic. Anytime I go on a camera, I take pictures, I don't look good. So that's the reason why some people don't even take pictures. There's this fear of their physical appearance, and it distorts their mind. And then there are those also who have this, this problem of social status. How in a relationship, will anybody accept me? Nobody likes me. Everyone speaks bad about me. Everyone is gossiping about me. Everyone is saying something evil about me, and everyone rejects me. So public opinion, even though they are rich, even though they went to school, even though they have something good about them, but that fear of what will people say, the public opinion affects them. And then there are those also who have this thing about, this thing of loneliness. They feel they will be lonely, or they feel nobody visits them, and so there's this fear, oh, I will become lonely. Or in fact, they're even living in a situation right now where they are lonely and nobody's coming around them, and so it affects their mind, the fear of loneliness. And then that's all about social status. And then number 3, the fear of financial security. meager financial resources. And that affects people because the economy is bad and somebody's thinking, what am I going to do? Because number one, before money is a thing about well-being, it is first of all a mental issue. Because everyone is thinking, if I have money, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy that, I'll buy a house, I'll buy a car, or go on holidays, I'll take off my kids, I'll get married, I'll do this or do that, I'll live this kind of life. Before people ever get those things, they are thinking already about it. And so the lack of money affects the mind. Money is first of all a mental issue before it is about a physical well-being. So the fear of lack of financial resources, meager financial resources, it's one of the things that affect people. The fear of financial security. And then number four, one other thing that affects people that get them depressed, that causes their mental incapacity, is what? It is their mental imbalance is what I would call the fear of the future. The fear of the future. We are all born for tomorrow. When a child is born, the parents are already thinking about what the child will become tomorrow. They are already thinking of the school the child will go. So the child is already born for tomorrow. We all are thinking about a better life. We're thinking about already this is the beginning of the year. This is January. And many are thinking of December already. They are planning for December. The other day my wife was telling me, let's put some money apart in preparing for maybe a holiday trip or something that is going to be for the children and for us as a family in December. She's already thinking of tomorrow. Everyone, one way or the other, is thinking about tomorrow. We are born for tomorrow. We are born to live for tomorrow. There's something we are thinking about, we want to get. We're looking to the future. Everyone is born for tomorrow. Now, number one, I said, is the fear of physical well-being. And people, there are those who just don't like themselves. They hate themselves. And hear me, please. Self-dislike is a disease to the soul. Self-dislike is a disease to the soul. So you need to, as long as the soul, which is the mind, is affected because of self-dislike, that person is never going to feel well. It's never going to feel well as long as the person doesn't like himself. Mentally, it's going to be imbalanced. So how do you overcome that? All of these four factors that I've just explained, that I've spoken about, the kind of phobia, that I've just discussed right now, just explained briefly right now. To overcome them, you need nothing but power. Power over fear. Once there is fear, the only weapon to overcome fear is power. Mental power. And so you need power mentally over your physical appearance. You need power over writing in your mind over your financial fear. You need power over your social phobia. You need power over the fear you have about the future. You need power in these areas. And so, how do you do that? If you are somebody that you are afraid, for someone who is afraid about his physical appearance, what must you do? You must start making exercises. If, for example, you don't like yourself, you feel yourself to be too obese, what must you do? Do something. Maybe you've tried before, you've done all kinds of exercises and you're not getting the result. Look for a professional. Do something. Or maybe you feel you are too weak. There are things you cannot do. Begin to try them. As you begin to try them and you begin to find little results, those results will begin to do what? To begin to encourage your mind, because you see now you are able to attempt and do those things which you couldn't do before. And that little victory will empower your soul. It will empower your mind, and depression will begin to find a way out. So do something about your physical appearance. In fact, if you don't know how to dress, look for a professional. Maybe you are the kind of person, you have the money, but you don't know what to match up with. You buy red and you bring blue and you bring green and you put purple on top of it, and then you're not like a rainbow. And then when you walk, people are saying, what kind of person is this? And you don't know why people are saying that. It's all because of the way you dress. You have not a good understanding of how to match colors. Look for a professional. Check the magazines and go online and ask some people, ask some friends. Make a research on how to match colors, so that when you buy clothes for yourself, you look good, because maybe sometimes people are avoiding you because of the way you look. When you come with those over bright colors, everyone just want to say, oh, this one doesn't really look good. So you must learn how to dress. And maybe sometimes you don't dress according to your shape. You don't need to just dress like everybody. You don't need to copy every celebrity. Does not mean because a celebrity somewhere is dressing in that kind of way, that kind of trouser, or that kind of skirt, or that kind of blouse means it will fit you. No, you are two different people. Your shape is different. Maybe you need to look for a professional, somebody who will look at you and say, come on, my friend, this is what is good for you. If you need to pay somebody some money just for that, do it so that you feel good. Because to feel good affects the mind. When you feel good and you know that you are accepted and you can boldly go out, not being afraid and say, no, 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 I don't want to go out. And when people say, come and take some pictures, you say, no, no, I'm photogenic. I'm not photogenic. No, 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 I'm not photogenic. And I never look good in pictures and you're hiding away. That will not help you. It's affecting your mind already. That's a measure of mental disorder. That's some depression. So ask people. And then let somebody show you the kind of hairstyle you need. Cut your hair according to this call. Cut your hair according to the way you look. Plait your hair according to the way you appear. Dress the kind of clothes that you know will make you look good. You need to maybe get a piece of advice from some people. That's very important. So if you need to get some medications to give you some force, or get some medications that will stream you down, do everything you can do. And as you begin to find some results, as you begin to find that things are getting better with you physically, it will empower you and therefore affect your mind. You begin to think very well. That's one of the cures to mental disorder for those who are afraid of their physical appearance. And then if you have a phobia about the future, then tackle your dream. Don't you stop dreaming. Dream, constantly dream. Think about tomorrow. Attempt the things you couldn't do before. Begin to plan again. Get a pen. In fact, visit those places you've always wanted to live in. Those kind of beautiful places, those suburbs that you've always loved. Even if you have not the money yet, just go. Sit down there. Be around the flowers. Go take some pictures there. As you begin to do that, you begin to see more far. You begin to dream again. You begin to think about the future. It will energize you mentally, and you have a mental balance. Don't give up the dream. Attempt things. Don't stop dreaming if you have the fear of the future. Because if you are always afraid of the future, then it will affect your mind. So if you are afraid of the future, begin to take the bull by the horn. Think about tomorrow. Watch the television. Listen to people, what they talk about, your kind of dream. Listen to celebrities. Look for friends and let them tell you. Just do everything that will carry you back to your dream. Don't you lose your dream. The more you dream again, the more you be around the people that are like your dream, mentally, you will begin to feel well. You begin to feel well. Don't be around the people that are against your dream. Be around the people that support your dream, people that believe in you, that believe you can achieve it, that believe that you can attain it. It will affect your mind and you'll feel well. Now, if you find yourself that you have the fear of financial resources, don't you sit down and give up and say it's all over? I'm going to die in poverty. No, write your CV. Write a CV. Go out. Look for a job. Start a business. Go online. Let some people speak to you about how you can make some money. These days, there are many ways to make money. In fact, what I'm doing right now, at a point in time, will give me money. That's very important. You can make money even online. You know, learn about online business. Learn about different. I'm not a specialist there, so I can't give you all the information there. But you can go online. You can go on YouTube. You can ask questions. You can make some research about how to make money. You know, that's what they call it's affiliate marketing. I got it now. Affiliate marketing. That's part of it. In fact, look to make money. Look at the problems of people. Look at the problems around you that you know you can solve. If you solve those problems, then the result of the problems that you solve will be money. So don't you ever give up because there's no money. There's always a thing you can do to make money. And even every little penny that comes your way, little by little, will begin to give you that sense of confidence, that sense of achievement, that sense of fulfillment, that sense of a measure of success, and it will make you feel well in your mind. Maybe you have this thing, this fear, which I call the fear of The fear of what was it, man? The fear of social status. Maybe you have this thing about the fear of social status. You are thinking about what do people think about you, and you are afraid that you're gonna be lonely. Step out, make new friends. When you see people come around, you greet them, say hello to them, pick up your phone, go repair broken relationships. Some people you hurt. Talk to them, ask for forgiveness, and forgive some people who even hurt you. Gradually, you're going to find people come around you again. You're going to make new friends again. For those who have rejected you does not mean the whole world has rejected you. There is still somebody somewhere who needs you. So don't you sit down where you are depressed. Don't you sit where you are crying and weeping and thinking it's all over. It's not over yet. There is somebody who needs the kind of person that you are. Somebody's looking for you right now. Somebody wants to be your friend. Knock on somebody's door. Pick the phone. Make a call. And gradually, the friends will begin to come. And you will never feel lonely anymore. And you begin to feel right mentally. Till I see you again, let this be with you. And I am sure that these four things that we've talked about today, by the steps that I've been able to share with you, you have the power in you to overcome that fear and to feel well mentally. Don't you forget to subscribe so you can get more videos like this. Thank you very much.